Will the Cashban become law? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. No stein of coffee, but my hashtag not sponsored $1 coffee from 7-Eleven at the moment. I am quite the fan. And I thought we'd have a look at a few little things about the Cashban and discuss a rumour that I've heard that is probably the worst outcome I could have imagined. Now, as you may be aware, there is a Senate inquiry or standing committee on economics, and they're doing an inquiry into the cash currency restrictions on the use of cash bill 2019. And today is their reporting date, the 28th of February. Now, I received a message from John Adams, who, if you're following the Cashban, you'll definitely know who he is, who says his sources tell him that the report recommends passing the cash bill, but with exemptions for regional areas and certain ethnicities. So let's just dwell on that for a moment, everyone. Not only are we potentially losing the right to spend cash, but it's going to be, well, a racist policy. Certain ethnic groups will not have to abide by this law. That, frankly, is probably the worst outcome that I didn't even contemplate. But I should have. I really should have. We're living in current year now, and all this crazy stuff goes in. I'm hoping it's a rumour. I'm hoping it's not true. But I'm hoping if it gets through, Labour and Liberal will pay the price. I don't know how anyone who has any consideration for liberty could vote for either of those parties then if they pass this through. Ludicrous. It has to be incorrect, doesn't it? Let me know your comments below, guys. But that would absolutely be the worst outcome, I would say. Having limited implementation of it, and then also having ethnic groups that are exempt from it. I'm flabbergasted. Can you see that happening? So it's just going to be inner city people, probably inner city white people that are going to cop it. What about my ethnicity? Yeah, German, Austrian heritage. Do I get exempt? Who doesn't get exempt? Who does? Where's the country? What if I take the money out here in the city and go spend it out in Warwick? Of course, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So anyway, that's just a rumor. I'm hoping it's not true. I really am, because I will really be worried about the country then if stuff like that is coming through. And most people, would they even care about it? So a controversial bill, and this is an article from the Sydney Morning Herald, to ban cash payments over $10,000 and impose 2-year jail sentences. So if there's an ethnic aspect to it, that jail sentence could simply be due to your race and you happening to spend 10 grand. Anyway, on those caught using cash above the limit is poised to pass federal parliament despite bitter divisions within both major parties. The Morrison government is set to win support from Labor to legislate the controversial crackdown, which is likely to be opposed by the entire Senate crossbench from the Greens to One Nation. If Greens and One Nation are coming together to oppose this, what does that tell you? What does that tell you, guys? The proposal has been criticised by tradespeople, pensioners, and some ethnic communities, with government MPs reporting a fierce backlash from within their own branches over the laws. I'd say every person, not just tradespeople, normal people. Some Labour MPs have also expressed reservations over the laws aimed at cracking down on crime syndicates that launder money through the black market economy. However, the opposition will likely vote in favour of the laws when a Senate committee inquiry hands down a recommendation that the bill be supported on Friday. Assistant Minister Michael Sukkar has moved to quell unrest among the coalition party room over the bill in the face of a torrent of criticisms from backbench MPs, as well as party members who believe the crackdown on cash is a breach of the government's stated belief in the free market. It's an attack on our individual liberties. Mr. Sukkar said the laws were a recommendation from the government's Black Economy Task Force as a way to stop criminal gangs using large cash purchases of cars, houses and jewellery to launder their gains from illegal activities. Well, they didn't seem to care about that with all the foreign investment coming into the country. How much of that would have been illegal money? How much? What do you reckon? Don't worry, the average plebs won't care. It'll just up our housing costs. The key focus of the bill is reducing the ease with which organised crime gangs can operate throughout the country, Mr. Sukkar said. And we heard him say that on the radio snippet. And the Black Economy Task Force, they had town hall meetings. I've discussed this in my 5 lessons that I learnt from this task force. There were 300 people who went to them, all around the country. 300. And that's what they're using as the justification for this type of stuff. Help this nation if they bring in, if they bring this in, but let alone if they bring in, exemptions for certain ethnic groups. Where the hell is Australia heading then? What's happening to our country? We're losing our freedoms one after the other, and people are just blindly accepting it. Do the people not see? Do they not understand what's happening? That they're losing their freedoms one after the other? Government sources told The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald they were prepared to call the bluff of coalition senators and tinfoil hat brigade who might cross the thorn issue. Tinfoil hat brigade. It's not a tinfoil hat brigade. It's a fundamental right to use your own bloody money like you have. A video recording of Mr. Frydenberg being asked about the cash ban at a Liberal Party function in Brisbane last week shows the Treasurer pressed on what the government hoped to achieve from the move. He said the government was acting on recommendations of its own Black Economy Task Force. See, this is the thing. He just falls back on the same crap. The same thing. Doesn't question it. Doesn't challenge it. This was really to go to the heart of the issue to ensure there's less of a black economy and more of an economy sticking to the right rules, he said. The Greens have told supporters it is also opposed to the ban, drawing on some of the internal criticisms made by rank-and-file members of the Liberal Party. The bill is a case of the cure being worse than the disease, the Greens have told supporters in an email seen by The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald. Well, there you go. We're definitely in clown world now when I'm agreeing with the Greens on something. The bill would criminalise the use of legal tender. In doing so, the bill challenges the freedoms that hard currency provides and lays a path towards further restrictions on the use of cash and even negative interest rates. While the Australian Tax Office wants to stamp out the black economy by curbing large cash payments, critics say the cost would be far greater than the benefits if Australians were banned from using more than $10,000 in cash. Yes, it's more monitoring. More monitoring. Businesses will have to assume these costs. And we wonder why people just want to invest in flipped houses, why our economy is so bloody primitive, why we're turning into a banana republic. It's all this shit piling on one thing after another after another. Come on. And half of these people, all the bureaucrats, they've never run a business. Oh, I'm in charge of a department. I've never had any responsibility out of my own money. It's just other people's money I'm playing with. And they're making these decisions that take away from every single one of us. And then, you meet people in business. And you talk to them, oh, how's it going? Oh, I've reduced down. I'm not hiring anyone anymore. I'm sending it overseas. And after a few drinks, the truth comes out. I can't be bothered dealing with all the crap. I can't be bothered dealing with all the paperwork and the bullshit and the money I have to spend. And reporting to this department, another department. It's just going to be the same crap again and again and again. In part, I apologise for the language, but I'm just frustrated. Rank-and-file Liberal Party members have expressed privacy concerns over the new laws, while those also against the change include the Housing Industry Association, New South Wales Farmers, the Australian Dental Association, and big red tail groups that say customers like to save cash to make big payments. And, well, One Nation is against... Oh, they mentioned that there too. And the CEC, but, they never get in the media. So, what do you think, guys? If this gets through, what will you do? What will you do? Will it change the way you vote? Will you get out there and talk to more people about it? How many people do you know that don't even understand aren't even aware this is happening? That roadshow with 300 people. Or maybe it's a wake-up call to see how much such a small group of people that can manipulate one inquiry can have on our entire country, can take away all our rights. all our rights. Well, we've got to see, guys. This ain't going to help. This isn't going to help the economy this year going forward. But don't worry. Just watch the main TV shows. Flip your bloody houses. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, guys. Let's see what the actual outcome is. This may all be happenstance. I mean, this report from the paper is not confirmed. But bloody hell. If it is, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a fan of the channel, you can support us a few ways. You can purchase our merch. We've got pocket squares right behind me there. Handmade here in Brisbane. Don't have to import them. We've also got affiliate links with Amazon and eBay, where you can use your consumer purchases. And for the crypto traders out there, Independent Reserve and Kucoin. We have the ability for you to join our Patreon and make a small monthly donation, or you to join the channel here on YouTube and get access to emojis and badges. And finally, we also have PayPal if you want to contribute that way. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And enjoy spending your cash while you can.